I had an appointment downtown here recently also, and I got on the elevator on the ground floor. My appointment was like on the second floor. I'm lazy, I didn't feel like walking. And this nice couple got on after me, and I didn't think much of it, but then they started talking to me, and that doesn't typically happen to me. And that's what I call my wife, she said I really should try to make friends. And so I immediately started fantasizing what my life was going to be like with this new couple as friends. I could see us, going on, having a glass of wine by a bonfire, going to comedy shows like this, that trip to Brazil that I've always wanted to take. And you don't have much time on an elevator. You got to do an elevator pitch. You got to sell yourself really quickly. So I started telling them about my life and my hopes and dreams and my hobbies and my plans for us as friends. And they just started getting really loud with me and very rude, demonstrating some serious type A personalities, and I'm not down with that. And the stuff that they were spouting off was just complete gibberish. Sir, can you just press the button for labor and delivery? Honey, don't push. I think it's crowning. Real nonsensical stuff like that. So I was pretty happy when the door opened on my floor and I could get out of that situation, because clearly these people were not friends material. I did them a solid, though, before I got off. I hit every button on the panel because it's my understanding that when you're in a hurry, there's nothing more fun than stopping on every floor. And these people could use some fun in their lives. I just hope they don't decide to have children, I ran into this other gentleman recently, and he said, nice shoes. And I'm a sneakers guy. I mean, you guys can probably tell. I wear Adidas. I live that three-stripe life. I don't wear Nikes. Nikes are too narrow. I have rather narrow feet. You know what they say about, my feet are rather round, actually. You know what they say about people with round feet? Well, round shoes is what they say. So anyway, he said nice sneakers, and I said, hey, or he showed me his, and I said, hey, nice kicks, and I showed him mine, and he said, hey, come over. Well, I was very busy, and I said, well, that's very kind of you, but I'm very busy today. Maybe we can grab a coffee sometime. I like coffee. Do you like coffee? I like coffee. And he said, come over. And then he moaned. Well, now, I immediately got worried that there was something wrong with friendus prospectus. Friendus prospectus is Latin for prospective friend. And so I was immediately worried, and the life-saving part of my brain, it kicked in, and I sprung into action. I immediately wiped my bottom, pulled up my pants, and flushed the toilet. Did I mention that I was in a bathroom stall of a public restroom? It's probably not important to the story, but for some context. So I burst forth from the bathroom, and I turned towards Friendus Prospectus' stall. And then I realized that I had just wiped my bottom, so, I'm not an animal, and so, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you. You really got to get in there. Happy birthday, dear Beaveman, thank you very much. Happy birthday to you. 1, 2, 3 for me, and 1 for the faucet handle. I turned back towards Friendus Prospectus' stall, and I said, I'm coming, Friendus Prospectus, and I kicked the bathroom stall door open. And he was standing there, naked, with his, straight out. It was straight out. And I said, friend is prospectus, are you hurt? And he said, no. And that lifesaver part of my brain that switched off, and a completely different algorithm kicked in. And I flapped his, well, you know what I mean. And I said, nope, there'll be none of that. And I turned and I walked towards the exit, and just before I got to the exit, I paused just a moment. I thought about 5, and having to tell her once again that I'd failed to make friends. And I turned back towards friendus, prospectus, rejectus, which, as you all know, is Latin for rejected perspective friend. And I knew that there was something I had to do to make this all right. And so, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Beaveman. That's it, that's my set, you guys. Let's get ready for some Slack the Tail comedy.